Hello, Cancers, and welcome back to Blue Lady Intuition Turbo channel. I hope that you all are doing well. Let's just begin with your reading. Let's get started. That card fell out. Okay, Seven of Cups. Mhm. Okay, so Cancers, what I want to do is I want to continue um, to just focus on your energy. But what I'm picking up here, Cancers, is that you would have went through a series of heartbreaks. And these heartbreaks don't necessarily have to be from a relationship with a significant other. These heartbreaks can also be with family members and friends, right? People who you consider close to you. People who may have even been in your very close inner and intimate circle. You have experienced a lot of letdowns, right? Um, and with that being said, or with that taking place rather, it would have caused a lot of mental gymnastics for you. So it's a lot of thinking of these things. And I get the sense that a lot of the people who you may have been around in the past, though they may still be present in your lives today, I'm sensing that you don't necessarily trust these people all of the way, right? So it's like you guard yourself, right? You don't let yourself get too close. You instead allow people to show you who they are, and you determine if you want to meet them where they are because of past heartbreaks, right? But I am also seeing that those difficult moments have allowed you to grow in ways that you did not expect for yourself, right? So some of you are working on new businesses, but for the most part, you are creating. You are turning that pain into a profit, is what I'm hearing, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be so closely connected. The thing that you're working on right now, whatever business it is that you're working on, it may not have anything to do with past trauma or anything like that. It's just that you are now taking the driver's seat in your life and you are determining which roads you're going to go down, which detours you're going to make, um, and simply just how you self actualize yourself, right? But with the Seven of Cups, I'm seeing this snake here. It looks like a snake, and I'm trying to remember the rhyme as it relates to snakes. Black on yellow, or like black on white, venom lock. I'm trying to remember that. For those of you who know what it is, great. But I'm trying to think of the saying, at least the saying to identify a poisonous snake, right? But I think it's red on yellow, venom lock. I don't remember the other portion of it. And this looks like, and this does look like red on yellow a little bit. So yeah, you've been bitten. You've been bitten before, but you have, with each of those bites, cancers, I get the sense that you didn't let it maim you. Instead, you removed the poison. And the only way, or at least one of the ways, rather, in which I know that you could remove venom from a snake is to suck it out, right? So you would have removed and extracted this venom in order to heal, in order to recover. Let me see. For the cards do we have here? Well, we have the strength card. Now, this, with this, um, yes, people may see you as an easy target, but you are in fact not, right? And this brings me to this discussion that I came across, right? For those of you that may have Leo in your chart, and I mean like high up in your chart, um, some of you may be a Cancer sun and then a Leo rising, or Cancer rising, Leo sun. This is specifically for those individuals, right? People come around you to test you, right? But there is something about having those two signs in your placement that makes you very addicting. I'm not saying that you have addictive habits. I'm just saying that people with these two placements, Leo and Cancer, they can sometimes attract people who may have addictive personalities or exhibit addicted behaviors, right? See, what I have found is that those two placements together, they bring a level of rawness and a level of vulnerability that people often see you as their safe space, right? And you have to remember, Leo is ruled by the sun and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So, with that, you have, in one breath, you are very intuitive, you are very nurturing, you are in touch with your emotional side, right? And in the next breath, when it comes to Leo being ruled by the sun, you illuminate things. You brighten up the room whenever you walk into it, right? There's this fearlessness about you, and there's this fearlessness as it relates to your vulnerability, right? It's very raw. Either people love it or they hate it. But what I will say is that people love to hate you. And it's a strange thing, right, Cantus? Because they enter into your life and then they want to dictate how you should be living, as opposed to simply just meeting you where you are. You, on the other hand, are someone who observes first, and you determine whether or not this is someone where you can meet where they are, or you would normally exit stage left if that's something that you can't do, right? But people aren't always that honest with themselves. You are, though, right? We have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, so it goes from, having a good time when people first come into your life, right? They enjoy how you make them feel. They feel as though you are a place where they can be themselves, and then something sometimes clicks. And they look at you and then they begin to compare. And that's where the difficulty will come in, right? And so it's almost like they will put you through all of these hoops. Well, Cancer, you can't be this way. Cancer, you can't be that way. The thing is, they met you that way when they came into your life. It's a very strange thing because I also sense too that Cancers is that it's not as though you are actively out there seeking connections, but somehow, some way, people want to be connected to you. But then they enter into your bubble, they enter into your world, and then they begin to compare themselves, right? They begin to compare themselves, and I do believe what I'm hearing is that it comes from a place of jealousy and envy, right? It comes from those places. So I get the sense that now you're moving very cautiously because you've experienced this time and time again. People coming in and having ulterior motives. People come in and they want to play games. You're not necessarily interested in playing games. You are who you are. There's a certain rawness to you, there's a certain edge to you that gravitates people towards you. But the minute that, let's say, you become honest with them, let's say that you're honest with them, then things change. For some of you, you may not even be doing anything of that sort. You may just be being. And then they see that, and then it becomes problematic for them. They create problems with that, right? And so, but what I'm hearing is that God is working on you with the Seven of Pentacles. God is, you are a very precious plant to God or whomever you believe in, right? You're a very precious plant. God has watered you. God has nurtured you. He has provided rain when you need rain. And so, you are always provided for. And I am sensing that some of you will be moving in the foreseeable future because the environment that you are in, there's just too many people trying to attach themselves to you and pull you down, right? Look at this. Look at how this guy is holding on to Cancer's like thigh. Like you're reaching for the light. And you have all these other people just competing with you. But God is saying, don't worry, my child. I am here. I will provide you with everything that you need. And it's rooted in success. That is something that is just destined for you. No one can come in and change the destiny that God has placed on your life, right? No matter how much they try, it is yours. It was assigned to you, right? I'm just saying, you've been obedient. You have taken your pain and created a business or created profit. And watch how I set this table for you in the presence of your enemy to see that I was always there for you. I always saw what people did behind your back. And as a matter of fact, I allowed those people to come into your life for you to learn a valuable lesson. Because without that, right, without that, you may have not been ready for success just yet, right? So certain people were placed into your life in order for you to learn a lesson so that when you get to this point, you are ready. Okay? You are ready. Just that. choose this card. Stonewalling. Spiritual agony. You know what I'm also sensing too, Cancers, is that you are a very loyal individual, right? Excuse me. And so when people are around you, they know that you are someone who is rather dependable, right? But I get the sense that when you need them to show up and reciprocate, there is this energy of defensiveness. There is this energy of blame. Um, and there's just this overall energy of I don't want to help you because I don't want to assist you in getting further than me, right? It comes from a very selfish place. And then you may find that they may ignore you, they may shut you out, they may stonewall you and tell you that what you want doesn't make any sense, right? But when it was their turn, you assisted with open arms. What I would say is some of you may need to do a spiritual bath. Some of you may need to cleanse off the gunk. And then, even with this mental agony, this confirms like the Five of Swords because it's something that it just doesn't sit well with you to authentically be yourself when individuals are coming into your world with ulterior motives, or they're playing games, or they're not like forthcoming of what their intentions are with you. It's like they don't come with clean hands. But you're completely different. Either you connect with someone or you don't, because energy doesn't lie. You don't force a connection, is what I'm getting with you, Cancers. But people would look at you and they would plot on you, right? But it's not anything that you're not used to. That's the thing. That's what they don't know. They don't know that God would have sent many people before them into your life with like the same spirit of plotting and just messiness, right? You've experienced that before. So you don't really care that they may feel these types of things. It's either you are for me or you're not. And, with the experiences of the people from the past, there's this certain level of discernment that you would have built up in order to detect these individuals. Some of them in the past may have slipped through. However, right now, you are not forcing yourself to be in connections with people. If anything, they have to show you why they should be in your life. And that's not a bad energy to have, Cancer, because you are the main character of your story. Don't let someone come into your life and make you a sub character or whatever like classes of characters that they have, like a supporting character, right? So I would just say continue with that like methodology. People should be able to prove themselves to you. You've already been through enough. You've already been through enough and you're just focused on yourself at this time, right? So let me see. I'm gonna use this deck here before I close out your reading. It's like people can be a bit strange, right? People can be a bit strange. Um And that's okay. That's really none of your business, right? But I'm hearing take that strangeness somewhere else. They could carry that strangeness elsewhere because you didn't ask for it. Okay, so let's see. It says internal garden. I take time to tend my internal garden. I spend intentional time in meditation and self care to cultivate my soul. Within myself, I grow the fruit I eat for sustenance. Look at that card. Did I not say you, you know, look at this. This is you. This plant is you. It's your garden. You take the time and you do what you need to do in order to keep that garden, right? All of the outside noise, anything external, it really is just that external, right? And with those tests of people coming into your life with, hidden agendas, you are in a better position to weed out the things that don't need to be in your garden, right? So, with that, Cantus, I hope this reading has been helpful. And I will see you in the next reading, right? Bye, Cantus. Take care.